Hey, y'all, welcome back to another episode of Stutz's Soapbox. I'm Stutz. And I want to thank y'all for all the kind words and likes and stuff on my last video about prostate cancer. Um, Man, if I help one guy, you know, awesome, because it was a shock to me. Now, hey, if you get anything out of these just hit the like button, leave a comment. I don't Even if you don't like it, leave a comment. Subscribe if you want. Tonight I want to talk about uh, Zelensky, Ukraine, and all the stuff. There's a lot of people who are upset with Trump. Obviously, a lot of people don't like Trump. That's y'all's business, you know. Um, for me, I was on the Ukraine train in the beginning. And then I started really looking into it. All the money that we've been sending them, and it's depending on who you listen to, it's anywhere between $113 billion and $300 billion. You know, this news agency, and trust me, I read a lot and I look a lot. Ukraine's in a basically no-win situation for the most part. Um, Without our weapons and our support, they're toast. Literally toast, because if they're going on a war of attrition, which this seems like it is, they don't have the manpower. Russia's got more numbers, you know, and God love the Ukrainian fighters, man. Anybody who's fighting for what they believe is theirs and what they believe is right, man, you got to give it to them. Now, Zelensky, on the other hand, the actor who became president, was voted unanimously, you know. In 22, well, February of 22, he initiated martial law, which is a good thing for him, because in 24, his term was up as president, but because they keep reinstating, re-upping it, you know, like we do with NDAA and the Patriot Act, that crap. He stays, you know, president, because if they're under martial law, their law says they can't have an election. So why not, you know, why not just keep going, right? And you know, keep it up. You don't have to leave power. He did a lot of stuff, though. He consolidated all of the news agencies down to be pro Zelensky news agencies. He also closed a lot of churches, especially Russian Orthodox churches. You know, a church that is Russian Orthodox can't have it. You know, and he's even jailed his political opponents. That is scary, man. That really is scary. And then he comes over here and instead of coming over with humility, thanks, and gratitude for the people that have given him a buttload of money, which that's your tax dollars, my tax dollars. Man, I'm tired of funding wars, especially wars we're not in. You know, and starts smack with President Trump. Dude, you stepped in the wrong viper pit there. Trump's a gangster, seriously. And that was said by a former underboss of the Gambino family. They tried to buy Trump back before he was ever president. Because they tried to buy him. And he can't be bought. They were surprised. He dealt with gangsters. Putin's a gangster. Xi's a gangster. Man, you don't get to be the top dog. Okay. There's a few in this country that are not alpha dogs. That's for sure. Trump's an alpha. All the way an alpha. And Zelensky came over here and tried to start a pissing match with him. Doesn't work. Ain't gonna work. And everybody out there whining and crying about, oh, that was an embarrassment. Yeah, it was an embarrassment to Zelensky. He screwed up. Part of his own parliament are calling to recall him. Think about that, man. Think about it. They're like, oh, and you saw his ambassador while he's arguing with Trump, and he never shut up. He was constantly trying to talk over Trump and Vance. Man, that's a viper pit you don't want to be in the middle of. You know, I mean, they're both alphas. And his ambassador sitting there with her head and her face in her hands. You know, she knew he blew it. You know, seriously, he messed up. He seriously messed up. You know, you're gonna come over and bite the hand that's feeding you? Really? And you ain't even got enough class to put on a suit and tie? And we know you got a suit and tie because I've seen pictures of you. You know, like when you went to award shows when you were an actor. You know. It might look cool, you know, the combat sweater and all might look cool when you're at home, you know, down in a bunk. But you're in the White House, man. You know. You gotta have a, you know, collared shirt on, something, whatever, you know. Presentable, especially when you're head of state. You really need to step up your game just a little bit. Excuse me. I've been talking, didn't hit. Oh, it's a Southern Draw, Rosa Sharon. I'm a big fan of Southern Draw cigars. You got to be diplomatic, man. You can't start a pissing match with the big dogs when you're not a big dog. I'm sorry to say, Zelensky's head of state in Ukraine. But I don't think he knows a whole lot about being the top dog. I don't know. Man, I wish his people well. They're fighting. Their place is getting blown up. And if it's going to be a war of attrition, they lose. That's guaranteed. You know, and without our help, you know, we gave all that money to them. They got loans from the EU. Loans that they have to pay back. You know, I don't know about you, but we need to quit giving money all over the damn world. because it's our tax dollars. You and I, the ones who are out here busting our ass 50, 60 hours a week or more. Some of you are fortunate enough to only have to work 40. Love it. I get to retire soon. Yay. Nah, man. I can tell you what, I understand why he was campaigning for Harris. She'd have folded like a cheap suit. She ain't an alpha. And, you know, the money train would have just kept going. Man, say what you will. There really is a new sheriff in town. I'm just saying. You know, if you think I'm wrong, tell me, please. Because I'm always open to learn. You know, if you agree with me, bang the thumbs up. It's cool, you know. If you disagree, let me know why. I mean, I'm open for a civil conversation. Start calling me names and stuff like that, it's done, right? That's cool. With that, y'all be cool. Love y'all. Out.